All right, welcome back to my channel, Conscious Evolution. I'm AJ. Thanks for joining me today. I just did my first full healing session with somebody, like in person, like for almost 40 minutes, like actually did the healing. And first off, the time just, it felt like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes. 40 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes. It was like I was so dialed in to these energies, to these frequencies. And like they're still coursing through me right now. Like, wow. Like I feel like I had a healing session done to me. Like that's how relaxed and just wow that I feel. It's really awesome. And the cool thing is, when I was done, I was leaving, and you know, I started the truck up, let it run for a minute, and then when I jumped in the truck, it was 3:33. And the synchronicities are like, this is what I am supposed to be doing. I thoroughly believe that. And the person that I did the healing with had a profound experience, and they're still digesting it, which I completely understand. I just wish I was able to do a second session within the next 2 to 3 days so I could see how that works out, you know. But just this session alone should have a strong impact on this person's life, you know, when it's right for them. Like, the person was already very much awake to a lot of these truths, especially the spiritual side of it and the energy side of it. It's profound. And it never ceases to amaze me. Like, every day it's something new and wonderful to learn, and it's so exciting. I really enjoy this, and can't wait to move into allowing this to provide for me, for my life. You know, like, I want to just like pack up and take everyone with me to anywhere, somewhere in the world, and just like set up and do healings. Or here. I mean, I really don't have to pack up and go anywhere. I just really want to travel. I really want to travel the world and see a lot of, I want to see a lot of things. Really, I just want to travel and share this light with people, you know. This person also saw a lot of purple and blue under their eyes. One thing I forgot to mention was that if any involuntary movements, are very possible that they could happen, especially with your eyelids and you know, like body spasms, arm spasm, leg spasm, fingers moving, what have you. I didn't mention that, and it popped into my head, but like for some reason I thought that wouldn't be an issue. But then as it went on, I kind of felt that they were maybe fighting it, but then I wasn't sure you know, it's like I said, it's the first time I did a healing one-on-one with somebody, and at the end they told me that it, you know, it didn't, like they were resisting the movement. And what I think it is if your body's moving, if you have high registers, that is you know, this energy, this frequency is from like another dimension. You know, it's from the spiritual realm, in my opinion. You know, it's coming from the spiritual, the light body part of us, from that realm. And it's nothing that I do. I am not doing anything. This is not like Reiki. I'm not calling any, well, I guess I'm channeling the energy and focusing it through my hands. So I feel like that if you have high registers and that you are having involuntary muscle spasms, arm spasms, leg spasms, I mean, your eyelids are gonna bat. Most people are gonna have, you know, fluttering eyelids or feel sensations. You can feel where I'm putting my hands, but like this person was just kind of resisting it. I don't know, you know, I didn't let them know that was a natural thing that happens with these sessions, and that's my fault. So they may have not received fully what was meant to be received, but then again, you know, the universe knows what you need, and I'm sure they got what they need and what's right for them right now. And I think it's awesome because, I mean, this person is very familiar with energy work, with Reiki. You know, they are a Reiki person. Yeah, no. 800 number calling me. How about now? But they're familiar with the energy, and this is something different. This is a new energy that's here on this planet. You know, it hasn't been here forever. It hasn't been here. Like Reiki, I feel like is like your essence. You're calling on, like, yeah, I really don't understand what Reiki is, but I just know it's different. I know it's different. That's all I know. Because I really didn't study how to learn this. I had the vision, and then I was led to a video on YouTube to the channel Everyday Masters with Case, and that was so powerful to me because of having a vision, first off, and then having that vision confirmed, being led to a video that confirmed that vision, and then shortly thereafter I felt the frequencies in my hands. And, you know, maybe I'll do a video about how to start doing that. And, you know, I just did it. And the first time I did it, you know, I had my hands together and then I pulled them apart, and all the fingers on this hand just went boop. Like, as I pulled apart, it went like that. And it was so strong. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, right. This is something different. It's something weird. Like, and everybody can do it. That's what I didn't believe. Like, oh, if everyone can do it, then I should be able to do it. And, you know, I doubt I'll be able to do that. And then as soon as I tried it, holy crap. You know, like, and then I just kept playing with it and playing with it. And you gotta be patient. It can be frustrating if you're expecting to do it, but that also leads you into starting a journey to removing fear from your life, because you can't do this work. I mean, of course you can do it, you still have fears, but this frequency will come through a lot stronger if you can let go of the fear. Let go of your programming, your indoctrination. Let go of it. You have full control of your life. You are a powerful, spiritual being. You are a being of light that is in this body. And it's beautiful. It's magnificent. And don't let anyone tell you any different. Because all these other people are still living in fear. Still living in their indoctrination. In their false reality. Fear is a false illusion appearing real. It's not real. It's all in your mind. Change your mind. Change the way you think. Hold every thought captive, and you can change your life. And you can open the door to magnificent, amazing, wonderful, exciting new possibilities. In a whole other world. There's a whole world sitting right on top of ours. The dimensions, the realities, the veil is thinning. They're sitting right on top of each other. And oh, right. So last night I was talking to this person I just did the healing with, and the craziest thing happened. I was driving, and all of a sudden I felt like someone just like put their hand on my knee, you know, like just rested their hand on my knee. And I was like, holy crap, I feel like someone just touched my knee. And this person was like, really? Like they jumped up, like they had just had an experience or something touched their knee and they jumped up. It like startled them, like it startled me. I was driving, and it was crazy now that I think about it. I was just, I think this is the wrong way. I had just came to a stop when it happened, so like the timing of it was perfect. That's crazy. I didn't think about that last night. But yeah, I feel like I was touched by something. But the fact that it happened at the exact same time. What the heck? This isn't where I wanted to go. I have no idea where I'm at. So yeah, the thing touched my knee, and it had just happened when I came to a stop. So I just got off the highway. I was going to my brother's house, and I had stopped at the top of the exit. And as soon as I stopped, it happened. Like something touched my knee, my left knee. And then I said something, and this person was like, really? Like I just jumped up and something touched my knee. So something touched my left knee, and at the exact same time, like it was completely mirrored, you know, it was the opposite. So I'm thinking, is this like our higher selves are trying to tell us something? Or like, I don't know, so many thoughts went through my head that, oh, and then, so when I said something had touched my leg, and this person, you know, had the same experience and reaction where they jumped up, well, when they told me that, as soon as they told me that, it felt like an energy went through my chest, like completely through me, and like gave me the chills. It was it was exciting, scary, just a little scary, and freaking awesome at the same time. And you know, I don't know what to make of it, but holy crap, dude, what are you doing? Really? That didn't get you anywhere, did it? Shoot. And, you know, just a fascinating world out there. There's a whole other world that we're just starting to scratch the surface of. The truth is way stranger than fiction, everybody. Way stranger. The reality and the truth of what's really going on around you is so unbelievable that most of you cannot even fathom it. You will not accept that information, again, because you got a teeny tiny little box, little box, tiny box of understanding, limited thoughts, limited to this little construct, and anyways, you know what I'm saying. Your little box. You got a little teeny tiny box. You can't get outside that box because, well, then you might learn something new. You might discover a whole new world that's been right next to you this whole time. My whole life, I've been experiencing paranormal things, strange things. And because I was instilled with fear at a young age via Hollywood and movies, I was scared of these things that are natural to us. We are naturally spiritual light beings. We are naturally multi-dimensional beings. We naturally exist in other dimensions right now. Every one of us has a higher self. Your higher self is in a higher dimension and has a higher point of view than you. If you want to look at it in a literal way, that your higher self has a vested interest in you because it is you and it knows what you need more than you do. You think you know what you need, but our minds, our analytical minds, are literally here to drive this machine. But we analyze things to death. And we will analyze ourselves out of doing something that's in our highest excitement. We'll justify it that we can't do it because of this. Oh, well, I really got to do this. I can't do that. I can't do what I really want to do, what's exciting me. Well, I think that's the whole purpose to life. What are you most passionate about? What excites you the most in your life? What do you enjoy doing more than anything else? And if you're not doing that thing as a job, then find a way to get paid to do it. That should be your goal for this year, is to move into your highest passion. Follow your highest passion to the best of your ability and take it as far as you can with zero expectations of the result. Zero expectations of how it's going to turn out. Like I said, our brains analyze everything, so don't have any expectations. Zero expectations. So when you follow your highest excitement, do the thing you're most passionate about, take it as far as you can to the best of your ability, and don't play it out in your mind. Don't see it going any particular way, because then you don't know what's best for you. Your higher self does. Your higher mind does. They know which is you. So you, your higher self, knows what's best, what you need the most right now. That's a big communication with your higher self. When you get that feeling of excitement, fun, that's your higher self like poking you, nudging you. Like, yeah, this is what we want to do. This is going to be your highest excitement right now. Follow it to the best of your ability with zero expectations on the result. If you have an expectation of how you think it should turn out and it turns out completely different, then you're going to be disappointed. Rather than with zero expectations, it turns out how it turns out. And you're not disappointed no matter what happens. The result, or whatever happens, could be so far from what you were expecting to happen that you feel like you got a negative experience out of following your highest excitement, until later you realize that you got exactly what you needed, it exactly when you needed it. Period. Loosen up. Let go. Enjoy yourself with integrity. And make sure you say that. All right? Follow it with integrity. You know, our higher self has a viewpoint, like a bird's eye view of us running around in these avatars, in these meat suits, these meat modems. And they know which way we should go. They know what's best for us. So if you're going from point A to point B, and you get an urge to go stop at point C first, then go. If you're driving down the street and you get a sudden urge to stop at the store, stop at the store. Start following your emotions, your feelings. That's how your higher self communicates with you. When you get a random thought pop in your head that sounds really exciting, do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. That's your higher self saying, this is going to be fun. This is what you need right now. This is going to lead you to so-and-so person. That's going to lead you to this. That's going to lead you to that, and lead you down this path, and so on and so forth. You know, we have divine guidance in our lives. Divine. You just got to ask for help. No, really, you don't have to ask. They're there to help you. They're excited and waiting to assist you. Once you know they're there and acknowledge that, then your life's going to be opened up to a whole new world. Dump the fears. Acknowledge your spirit guides and your higher selves. Acknowledge that they're there guiding you, helping you to ascend, to become an ascended master is your goal in life. To become like Jesus, like Yogi. I don't know all the ascended masters, but you know what I'm talking about. They're like the Buddhists who have ascended to, what do they call it, a rainbow ascension, I think it is. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth is essentially talking about that too. How you can ascend and choose when you leave this body. You can just leave and go to the other realms, the halls of Amenti, they call it. If you haven't looked into the Emerald Tablets or the Tablets of Thoth. It's a funny name. If you haven't looked into that, then most definitely do. And you know, if you don't like reading, there's a great video on YouTube that someone reads it for you. All of it. It's like 2 hours long. I've listened to it several times. I went to sleep listening to that for a long time, you know, because whatever you hear in your sleep is, you still retain that knowledge. It's in your subconscious. And you'll be able to access that information if needed at any point in time. But definitely listen to it while you're awake too. Read it while you're awake. So I'm reading Solomon Speaks again, and I'm kind of jumping around. So I think I'm going to do a couple videos of, I might do several videos and read the whole book. I think that sounds exciting. I'm probably not going to start from the beginning. You know what? I probably should. Should just read it straight through. That way, we can read a chapter and talk about it and discuss it. And I want to figure out how to start doing live shows, or at least something to that, so I can bring on, guests to my show and talk to them, either live or on Zoom, and record it and post it. You know, either way, it doesn't matter. Just want to get the content. And I got 30 subs now, so you know, maybe I can go live, and maybe I will be able to answer some people's questions if they have any. And by the way, you know, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification, and I'm gonna keep making videos, man. If you know anyone that might need to hear this information, send it to them. And if you're hearing this information right now, you're meant to hear it right now. If you hear it 6 months from now, next week, tomorrow, 2 years from now, doesn't matter. When you hear it is when you're meant to hear it. When you're ready to hear it, you will hear it. And stop straitjacketing your excitement. You know? I'm so excited about this new world that I'm entering. Right now I feel like I got a foot in two worlds. The old world and the new world. And I feel like I'm wrestling between the two. And I know the new world's gonna win, and that's the direction I'm going. But there's a lot of things I need to tie up and handle in the old world, if that makes sense. That's what my last video was about. Challenges of 2019. It's been challenging, but at the same time, it's been super exciting. Fantastical world. Is that I never looked up if that was a word, but I like it. All right, everybody. I love each and every one of you. I hope this information resonates with you, and I really hope it helps you along in your journey, in your process. We all have a process of awakening and the journey that follows. You're never fully awake. You never stop learning. If you stop learning, then you're becoming or have become a mental midget. You have stunted your growth of your mind, and that is probably the worst thing you can do in this life. Never stop learning, never stop exploring, never stop asking questions. Question everything, and then question the answers. Rinse and repeat. Do it over and over and over again. And then you're going to start learning something. If nothing else, you're going to learn how to ask the right questions. You're going to learn that people you may be listening to in your life really don't have a clue of what they're talking about. I'm sorry, if you ask a question and someone tells you that you just got to have faith, you ask a simple question like, why does this not make sense? And they just say, well, you just got to have faith. Really? Come on, man. Why don't you just come out and say it? Well, I don't really know, and no one really told me. So we're either going to make shit up and go with that story, or we're going to tell you need to have faith and question your beliefs and your faith if you don't accept that. And then we're going to judge the shit out of you too. Oh my God, such a world of hypocrites. Not you guys though, you guys are cool. By the way, I see almost every hour of the day, I see when it's at 33 minutes. And if I don't see 33 minutes, then I see 44 minutes. All day long. It's wild to me. Alright, again, I love each and every one of you. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. And when you go to bed tonight, ask to have wonderful information imparted to you. And see what happens. Enjoy.